Heartland fans, brace yourselves because the unthinkable is happening. Just when we thought the dust had settled and life at the ranch had found its new rhythm, Season 19 shatters every expectation. The past comes rushing back in the most dramatic upside down. Amy, Jack, and the entire Fleming Borden family must now confront a future they never imagined. This isn't just another season. It's a bold new chapter that redefines Heartland's legacy forever. Are you ready for the most unforgettable moment in Heartland history? This episode is nothing short of an emotional tour de force, a stunning roller coaster of heartbreak, hope, joy, and long Heartland fan. It's the kind of moment we've all been waiting for, a dream come true for anyone who has ever felt the pulse of this series. But the question that keeps us all on the edge of our seats is this: how does Ty Borden return? What series of mysterious events led to his disappearance? And most importantly, what brings him back to the place he once called home, to the people who never truly stopped loving him? The emotional stakes have never been higher as Amy, Lindy, Jack, Lou, Georgie, and Tim are forced to confront the unthinkable Ty, the man they thought they'd lost forever, suddenly walks back into their lives. The reactions are raw, the emotions are palpable, and the healing that follows is as powerful as it is unexpected. In this in-depth breakdown, we'll take you through each heart-wrenching moment, every subtle clue that hinted at Ty's return, and the gut-wrenching, tear-soaked reunion that will leave even the hardest hearts moved. For longtime fans, this episode is more than just a return, it's a reckoning. It's a powerful reminder of why we fell in love with this show in the first place. It all begins on what seems like an ordinary morning at Heartland, familiar and strangely different. Amy, lost in thought, brushes her horse with slow, tender strokes, her mind wandering through the years. Though Ty's tragic departure left a hole that never truly healed, his presence still lingers in every corner of the ranch. The barn beams echo the sound of his boots, the fields whisper of the rides they shared, and the silence in the house, it's as if it's waiting for him. And then the moment comes. A shadow in the distance, a familiar voice, and suddenly everything changes. As Amy finishes grooming the horse, Lindy, now older, runs up to her, full of energy and innocence. "Mommy, are you okay?" she asks, her wide eyes filled with curiosity. Amy forces a smile, brushing a strand of hair from her daughter's face. "Of course, sweetheart. Just thinking." But Jack, sitting quietly on the porch with his weathered hands wrapped around a chipped coffee mug, sees through it all. He knows better than anyone what's brewing beneath Amy's composed surface. He's watched her hold it all together for Lindy, her quiet strength carrying them through the hollow pause when she speaks Ty's name. He understands something many overlook: some wounds don't ever fully heal. They don't scar over. They remain raw, silently aching, lingering beneath the surface forever. As the sun dips behind the hills, bathing the sky in fiery hues of orange and gold, Amy stands by the paddock. "I never stopped missing you, not for a single day." The thought of seeing him again fills her with an indescribable mix of joy and sorrow. It's everything she ever wished for, and yet it terrifies her. Because deep down, she knows that reconnecting with someone you've grieved for is as beautiful as it is heartbreaking. She isn't sure how she'll react when she finally sees him again, but she knows one thing for sure: her heart has been waiting for this moment longer than she ever realized. Tim's reaction is different. Always the skeptic, he refuses to believe it at first. "Are you sure this isn't some kind of pushing away some dust?" "You've got a lot of explaining to do, kid," he mutters before turning toward the house. But there's a small smile on his face, one that hasn't been there in a very long time. Lou has always been the one to take charge, to keep things together no matter how much chaos surrounds her. She was the one who helped Amy through the grief, who held the family together after Brett. "If I could have come back sooner, I would have." Lou wipes at her eyes, nodding slowly. She knows Ty. She knows he would never willingly abandon Amy and Lindy unless something bigger was at play. Taking a deep breath, she finally forces a smile through her tears. "Welcome home," she says softly. For Georgie, Ty was more than just a brother-in-law. He was her mentor, her role model, and the person who made her believe she could achieve anything. He taught her how to ride, how to take risks, and how to trust herself. Losing him was like losing a part of herself, and she never fully recovered from that pain. Now, standing just a few feet away from him, Georgie feels like the ground beneath her is unsteady. She doesn't rush to hug him like the others. Instead, she just stares at him, her hands clenched into fists at her sides. Her heart is pounding so hard she can barely hear anything else. "You were..." Ty steps forward, guilt flashing across his face. "Georgie, I never wanted to leave you," he says gently. "I thought about you every single day." Georgie shakes her head, trying to fight back the tears. "You don't get it, do you?" she says. "You were the one person who always believed in me. You made me believe I could do anything, and then you were just gone." Ty's heart aches at her words. He knew his disappearance had hurt Amy and Lindy the most, but he had underestimated how much it had impacted Georgie. He swallows hard, taking another step toward her. "I'm here now," he says softly, "and I'm not going anywhere again." For a moment, Georgie just looks at him, unsure whether she can believe. Don't forget to subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more Heartland updates. Until next time, keep flying high with us.